Megan McGinnis here at Expo East in Baltimore with Allen from Skratch Labs. We're going to chat about their move into a new category of bars. Allen, thanks so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you very much. We are making moves.
Definitely. So first, just tell us a little bit for our viewers who aren't as familiar with Skratch Labs, just about the company and when you started.
So Skratch Labs is a small sports nutrition company based out of Boulder, Colorado. I am originally a sports scientist. I built my career working on the pro cycling tour. And when I was on the pro cycling tour, athletes would always complain that conventional sports nutrition made them sick. So I started tinkering and making everything from scratch.
So you started with beverages and mixes, but at
That's
this
right.
show you are showing your move into food further with bars.
That's
Can you tell
right.
me about the bars?
So for us, coming into an actual prepackaged bar was actually fairly natural for us. We realized that you can't always make things fresh, that, this is as much a nutrition play as it is a convenience play. We were never really happy with the conventional bars that our athletes had, or that athletes have in general, or that even everyday people who need a snack have. So we wanted to bridge that gap between an athlete racing in the Tour de France versus somebody who is just hungry and needed a snack at the office. And I think we've done that with this Anytime Energy bar.
So, how does this move then into food just fit into your R&D strategy, both now and for the future?
Well, it changes a lot. For us, it allows us to think about the complete pantry for an athlete. Instead of just thinking about hydration mixes, it's really allowed us to think about, well, what are all the different things that an athlete might want or need? More importantly, it allows us to continue to think about the problems that we're solving for active individuals, right? What this does for us is it allows us to think about sport. It allows us to think about what athletes need in their general lifestyle. And it also even allows us to think about kind of the health and wellness category.
Now, just product innovation isn't the only new thing that's been going on over at Skratch Labs. You also recently received an investment. Can you talk a little bit about that and what that allows the company to do in the future?
Sure. So when we first started the company, it was myself, Ian McGregor, and my old college roommate, Aaron Foster. Aaron was a major contributor to the company, and he decided that he wanted to actually open up a small restaurant. So he actually took that investment to take some chips off the table. We've never actually used that to grow our business. We've actually been able to grow our business entirely off of sales and the cash we make by selling products. So it's a really unique situation, and it gave Aaron an opportunity to, focus on the next step in life.
So, as you continue to scale, are you going to be seeking investment? Or are you looking to continue to increase your funds in any way to continue to grow and move into new categories?
Probably not, because we're fairly confident with the cash that we're making and the profits that we're generating that we can do it under our own power. I don't know if that sounds stupid or arrogant, but it's kind of this very simple, what I call Chinese restaurant version of growing a business. People want chicken fried rice, you make them chicken fried rice. You use that money to make more chicken fried rice, and you put that money in a bank, and you try not to spend more money than is in the bank. That's about as smart as I am right now, and so far it's worked pretty well.
So when it comes to, obviously you're targeting a super sporty consumer and athletes, but also now there is, with fitness being and health and wellness being top of mind for so many more consumers than it feels like ever before, there's this new category of like weekend warriors aren't quite athletes in the sense of playing every day or practicing with teams, but they're still fitness fanatics.
Yeah, well, it's my personal belief that every single person is an athlete. Physical activity is paramount to living a healthy lifestyle. And while I started as a sports scientist working with elite athletes, what I learned was that elite athletes have many of the same issues and problems as everyday consumers, right? For example, our sports drink. A lot of people don't like sports drinks because they're too sweet, they screw up your stomach, they leave a bad taste in your palate, and that wasn't just an issue for the very best athletes, that's an issue, I think, for everyone. So what we're trying to do now is really focus on education. And that education is, how can I be healthier through good diet and physical activity, right? So what we end up telling a lot of people who aren't physically active is that our products, some of them, aren't actually appropriate for them. So you've got to earn your scratch. You need to be sweating if you drink our sports drink, right? You need to be exercising your butt off if you want our fruit drops. And you need to be really hungry if you want one of our energy bars. Otherwise, no Skratch for you.
Now, where are you finding that your consumers are shopping? Because I feel like when you're talking about athletes in particular, different brands take different strategies in the way they reach them and sell their products.
Yeah, I think being fairly ignorant about this industry as a whole, my whole sensibility says be wherever people shop. And my only point of reference is, well, where do I shop? I shop at natural grocery stores, I shop at Target, I shop online, I shop at bike stores, I shop at running stores, I shop at outdoor stores like REI, and those are all the places that you can find Skratch. So for us, it's not a kind of unidimensional type of approach. We want to take care of our customers at whatever level, right? Whether they be our retailers or whether they actually be our direct-to-consumer customers.
So, I mean, what are your goals for then the next 5 years to come when it in terms of business and growth for Skratch Labs?
It's interesting. I think that people always have these big long-term visions and goals. We certainly do. But the only way that you sustain the hard work, the effort to make this happen is to be involved in the process. And for me, Skratch Labs is its own kind of sentient being at this point. I do know that I want to give this company and the people who work for this company the best opportunity to be whatever they are, to fulfill a potential. Maybe that potential is to become iconoclast and be, an everyday household brand. Maybe that potential is just to continue to help the athletes we are.
Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Yeah,
I
you're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.